1st of May, and we set off with our good friends Neil and Barb along with Saxon on a trip that we've been planning for quite a while to South Australia. Rural Caravan Park was our first stop, and it was a great spot to stay. Molong Showgrounds, $15 a night. Awesome place to stay. A little bit chilly overnight. Got down to pretty close to freezing point, I think. But today's not too bad a day. Looking pretty good. Space here. I'm not too sure how many sites, but there's quite a few sites. And they've got a really nice new amenities block there with hot showers, toilets, a little laundry area, and an outside kitchen area. On our way through Eugowra, we stopped to have a look at the town and see the devastation from the floods. This poor building here obviously hasn't survived. What a shame. I'd say there used to be a house here. You can see a lot of the shops and that have closed, and they're working on them. And this poor hall here, it's got some damage. Such a shame. You really feel for the poor community and what they've been through. There was an awesome mural on that wall there. It's all gone by the look of it. A bit hard to tell how far the water came up. And this shop here was an awesome gift shop. They had wonderful stuff in there and beautiful cafe. All closed down. What a shame. A recovery centre has been set up right next to the showgrounds. I'm guessing that that's maybe to house people. You can see some scattered throughout the town already. Driving through town, you can see that some of the houses have big caravans where people are obviously being housed, and then some of them also had those temporary buildings that were quite up high. I'm guessing that's just until they can get the rebuilding process all happening for them. Burn Park at Eugowra, a really nice free camp right on the river. Really nice spot to stay with your caravan. Ardlethan Free Camp was our 3rd night stop. What a nice place to stay. From Ardlethan we head to Numurkah to catch up with my mum and spend her birthday with her. We were in Numurkah, we went to the Bala Creek Bites and Brews Festival. It was free to enter and had great food and bands playing. The highlights for us was the fireworks display at night time. Peter enjoyed the brews on offer from the Shepparton Brewery. From Yamurka, we headed south and stopped at the Picola Silo, painted by Melbourne-based artist Jimmy Duval, and depicts flora and fauna which you would likely to see on a visit to the Barmah Forest. Hay Showgrounds was our next stop for the night and was a nice welcome sight, nice and quiet there as well. When we reached Mildura, we enjoyed watching the paddle steamer go through Loch 11, something I enjoyed doing when I was a child. Weirs and locks were originally constructed to provide a constant level for irrigation and navigation for passenger paddle steamers. Mildura Lock was completed in 1927 and is the only one on the river where the lock and weir are separated by an island. The difference between the river levels upstream and downstream of the weir is normally 3.6 metres. The lock is a concrete chamber with 4 steel lock gates. It is filled by opening valves upstream. Water enters the lock chamber via 2 tunnels, and there's approximately 4.5 megalitres of water.
Yeah, they do tie it up. They must walk it through or something to wait.
Here you can see the water is starting to come out of the lock so that the paddle steamer can be lowered down and continue on downstream. Rio Vista Historic House was first occupied by W.B. Chaffee and his family in 1892. The bricks were made from local kilns. The pine floors were Western Australian Jarrah and Italian tiles. What a nice spot for lunch. Right on the river, watching the boats come past. Awesome spot. Big Lizzie, built in 1915, the machine with two wagons, each 30 feet long, set out from Melbourne intending to cart wool from outback stations in the Broken Hill area. The crossing of the Murray was too hazardous, so the machine and trailers were used for carting wheat. In 1920, Lizzie was commissioned by the Victorian government to clear trees and scrub in what was to be the largest soldier settlement in Australia at Redcliffe. We came across a free weighbridge on the road and couldn't resist checking our weights. At the South Australian quarantine station, they pulled us over and went right through the van, opening all the doors and cupboards, even the travel buddy in the back of the ute, just to check we weren't carrying fruit. On reaching the Murray at Berry, it was a welcome sight to see some water. We had a stop at Lock 2 at Waikerie to take in the views. The gardens there are beautiful and have been well maintained. There's also a nice picnic area and clean facilities.